going on, Jerome's just watching Liverpool and Southampton because apparently penalties outside of the box are considered penalties inside the box nowadays. Anyways, also nowadays is Daniel frickin' Jones. So, of course, we Vikings fans know about Danny Dimes, the wild card game, the high watermark, right, where Daniel Jones got paid. Donishell definitely deserves some of that contract. It is what it is. But overall, his entire Giants career, I mean, the former number 6 overall pick, he showed some flashes early, but it had been a steady decline. And even though he's got the mental makeup, even though he's got the physical tools, even though he's got everything, it's just been an embarrassment with the Giants, both his play, both the contract, and everything, right? So thankfully, it was actually merciful that he was released, but now he is out there on the market. And the thing about it is, like, so we're famous, es muy infamoso, about saying Vikings need to sign this guy, Vikings need to trade for this guy, Vikings need to draft this guy, right? And we made the case that it may make sense to take a little chance on Daniel Jones. And people got really, really mad because, well, Daniel Jones sucks. Fully understand that, but Daniel Jones sucked with the Giants. So what about here with Kevin O'Connell? What about here with adofo-mensah, who loves Mama, I can change him type projects? And also, no pressure, minimal cost, low risk, moderate reward, and go from there. Interestingly, Schefter this morning put out there, the Ravens and the Vikings are two of the likeliest teams to land free agent quarterback Daniel Jones, per sources, but they are hardly the only ones. Jones wants to sign with a playoff contender. Check. And what happens in Week 12 is expected to influence his decision. So how did Daniel Jones all of a sudden become the choosy one? Anyways, but it's interesting. So when the Vikings are listed, everyone's like, they're just trying to ruin the franchise. But the Ravens are just like, oh, stunning and brave. All right, so Eric DeCosta, much like his predecessor Ozzie Newsome, is always looking to improve every single spot on the roster, and that's exactly what Kwesi does. That's exactly what Daniel Jones signing would be. So we need to get used to this. People need to get used to be cool with a lot of things really quickly with Daniel Jones. So just recapping our thought process here. No. You are not claiming him off of waivers. You are not taking on $11 million and change of salary. You are not doing that. A lot of people assume that that's what it would take to sign Jones. You're not doing that, right? He's going to clear waivers. No one's taking on that stupid contract, so the Giants will be on the hook for that money, and then he would become a true free agent, all right? And there's going to be other spots available. The Ravens, him backing up Lamar Jackson, as well as, you could probably go to the Cowboys and start on Thanksgiving against the Giants, which would be the most hilarious timeline, and I kind of want that to happen. Yeah, but the Vikings, if and when they would sign him, it would be for the league minimum, right? It would be the prorated league minimum, so it would be about $500K of cap, which would offset against what the Giants owe him. So, again, you're basically spending not even $500K, maybe like $450K of cap space to sign him. That's it. It is not the $11 million. Just need to clarify that because a lot of people think it's $11 million. All right. Also, Jones is an upgrade over current quarterback 3, Brett Rippon, as well as, once he gets up to speed in the offense, would he be a upgrade over Mullins? I feel like, so Jones is erratic, yes, but he is accurate underneath, and he does have a solid arm. He does have good athleticism. I honestly think that if you get the best of Daniel Jones, he will be an upgrade over Nick Mullins. Pretty easily. Also, this does not impact Darnold one whit this season, or him potentially coming back next season. This does not impact J.J. McCarthy in 2025 and beyond. You are not signing Daniel Jones for anything more than being a backup quarterback. Right? And Kevin O'Connell being the quarterback whisperer is like, hey, I turned Sam Darnold into a borderline Pro Bowler. Watch what I can do with Daniel Jones. Turn him into a competent backup. And also, backup quarterbacks are valuable. Knocking on all the wood. You've seen so many team seasons derailed by an injury to quarterback 1, hence the Vikings 2023, right? But so having viable dudes who can get you through a stretch or maybe even take over, that makes sense. And what's the old saying? It's like the quarterback is the most valuable player on the team. The second most valuable is quarterback 2. Something like that. Also, guess what? Hey, Vikings sign up Jones, and it doesn't match up. He's got a half-season audition, and he's like, I'm just going to go elsewhere, right? The Vikings are in line for a possible comp pick in 2026, in line with Sam Darnold, in line with wireless sign Cam Robinson. So those guys leave. Guess what? The Vikings could be in line for some nice in 2026, even if they're major players in free agency in 2025, which they are likely to be with that cap. But also with Jones, like maybe he gets here around Kevin O'Connell and Josh McCown if he's back and likes the quarterback room, likes working with J.J. McCarthy. It's like all of a sudden, hey, this is a spot where I can sit, catch my breath, rehab my career, and go from there. Like he could see the Vikings next year as his Sam Darnold's 2023 with the Niners. Like, hey, I'm a backup, but I'm going to learn from a great coach. I'm going to sit behind a solid rising up quarterback, and I'm going to do my job and then go from there. And then maybe I'll get a bridge quarterback spot in 2026, and then maybe I can hit it like slinging Sam Darnold, who's, by the way, is going to get paid in free agency this offseason. And we made this case for Jones before. So, yes, minimum deal. Partial season edition for 2025. He can rehab his career in a small market, and that's the thing. It's the exact same thing with Darnold. I feel like the glare of the New York media, where you need to produce now, and every single mistake is ramped up to 11, and that stirs up the fan base, and that stirs up fan sentiment, and ownership reacts to the media and fan sentiment. It's almost impossible to succeed. It really is. Also, working with O'Connell and the staff, and then also he sees how slinging Sam Darnold, who came from that same market, made a comeback with Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings. And Jones, he's not without talent. All right, it just went off the rails with the Giants and Daboll. I don't know what happened, but he's a plus athlete. He's accurate, solid mechanics, high football IQ. Got the way that he handled the situation. He could have burned a lot of bridges on the way out, but he didn't. Showed a lot of character and class to the organization, to the fans. The fans that hated his guts, by the way. So I don't know. Also, I did list untested quarterback as a starter in 2025. This does not impact McCarthy, but from Jones' perspective, he could be like, This isn't a settled law. Like I could come in and look really, really good as his backup next year if I decide to re-sign here with the Vikings, and maybe this is a Darnold McCarthy 2024 situation. Don't know. But like I said, improve every single spot of the roster, and Jones will be an improvement over quarterback 3 and possibly even quarterback 2 down the line. So it is something where. This is a Hallmark Kwesi type move. Kevin O'Connell, I'm sure, would be down to clown with it. And it is a low risk, moderate reward situation. And the Vikings should absolutely be in on it. That's our logic. Anyways, Adam Schefter reports that the Vikings and the Ravens are two of the most likeliest teams for Daniel Jones to sign after he clears waivers, because no one's taking on that stupid contract. Less than your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best you have to do. Skull production value.